my channel. In today's video, we're just going to be doing a discussion of the Death Note chapter that released, special one-shot. For those of you who are new, there will be a poll in the top right-hand corner where you guys get to rate what you guys thought of the chapter. 5 stars down to 1 star, anything in between. I'm super curious to see what you guys thought of it because I have my whole slew of opinions on it. If you do end up liking this video, go ahead and hit the like button down below. And I do cover all of these different topics right here, so if you see something that you might like, go ahead and consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell because I do make new videos every single week. With that being said, let's just get into the actual chapter. I thought that it was really cool that we were seeing something new from Death Note. I never thought that we would even revisit Death Note after its ending. It's been so long. But I did really appreciate the timing. They used the actual timing of Death Note and the original anime and manga to determine when this specific little series would take place in 2019, not necessarily 2020, but in the not so recent past. And I really appreciated that because it kind of put us in a place where we feel like we're almost in the story itself, because it did have a lot of the national leaders in it that we're all experiencing right now. Everything seemed to flow with time perfectly, which was great. I did love seeing another person have the Death Note. Tanaka used it in a completely different way, which was so refreshing than Light. This person did not want to use it for murdering anybody, they just wanted that coin, which, I mean, was more realistic goal than what Light had, in my opinion. Like, everybody wants money, not necessarily to kill people. So I thought that was really cool. I liked that they kind of did a recap without drawing it out. It was really just who remembered Ryuk, what are the basic rules, and I could really appreciate that because after so long, maybe we needed a light refresher but not an in-depth refresher, so they did a really good job with that as well. Now, getting down to the actual selling of the notebook itself, while I was reading it, I was like, I guarantee you America's gonna pay the most for it. And I do live in the United States and I know the president and everything like that, so I was like, I guarantee you that no matter what happens, he is going to buy this notebook because there's nobody else on this planet other than the United States who is more power hungry than we are. And I can fully admit that, and that's one of the traits about the United States that I don't necessarily agree with. So I knew that without a doubt we were gonna get it, and sure enough we did, and I think it came out to $10 trillion that we paid for it, which was amazing considering we're already in debt. But the selling of the notebook was such a crazy thing, and the way that they did it was amazing. Like, this story was just so well thought out. I loved seeing Nier return, and Nier kind of touching on all of the bases and why that Akira was so much more smarter than maybe Light was, because he basically made himself untraceable and he never even had to use the notebook to gain something from it. The facial recognition software wouldn't have worked because he was going underground. There's no way of tracing him. The fact that they deposited all of the money into different accounts but was still able to make a significant amount of money was amazing. And L actually admitted defeat, so I mean, it was kind of one of those stories where it's like, holy shit, like, they did really well with this. Couldn't even outsmart Nier or L. So that was really cool to see, and it be used in a completely different way, which was so much more cleaner than the way that Light used it. Light used it in his way, and it was amazing, his technicalities with it all. But in the end, he did get caught. This guy did not. I also loved seeing Ryuk, just in general. Him and his love for apples was such a constant theme that for it reoccurring so much in this particular chapter, I was just laughing the entire time because I did not expect any more from Ryuk, to be honest, other than just wanting apples and just being interested with how the notebook gets used. His interaction with the President of the United States was almost too accurate, if you ask me. Like, oh, hey, a new rule came up. If you take it, you die, but you know, it could be used for good in your country. Like, you can have it, keep it safe. And he's like, I'm not taking it, which is just so characteristic of the president, in my opinion. I don't think he would take it. I don't think many people would take it, to be honest, but I definitely think that he wouldn't take it. So I think that was super realistic. And I think that they were just kind of poking fun at, like, the different world leaders. Like, yeah, this person's definitely gonna want it for their own reasons. Yeah, they're gonna pay a lot. I just think he was really poking fun at today's culture and society, and I really loved that. I loved seeing all of the real life people being put into a manga. Was it terrifying? Yes. Was it super interesting? Of course it was. and I think that it was just such a really cool story, and I wish it could have lasted longer. But as we know, at the end, Ryuk didn't know what to do with the notebook, so he ended up just putting Tanaka's name in the notebook and just kind of ending it there. And he just said, I wish somebody could use it for longer than these two. And I mean, I just wish there was more. I just loved revisiting it. It was a super long chapter, so you got like a mini story from it. But I was really hoping when I first heard the news of it that it was going to last longer. I don't know if it is or not, and if this was just a mini story and Ryuk's in the real world now, so he might be coming up with something else. But from what I can tell, this was like a little mini series. Are we gonna get it animated? Probably not, but it would be really cool just to have a little animated short film about Death Note. Other than that, I just really enjoyed it, and it was just fun revisiting the whole Death Note universe. So yeah, make sure to let me know what you guys think in the poll and in the comment section below. I know this video was kind of short, but I didn't want to do a live reaction of 87 pages. I tried, and it was already at 16 minutes before I was halfway done with it. So I just kind of wanted to go over the main points that I really liked, and I do wish they would do more. That being said, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!